Let's bring our homie Baron up here, and let's bring Aussie up here, shall we?
Yeah, leave Ozzy down there to rot. No, I'm kidding. I'm bringing both of them.
Yeah, there he is.
Oh shit, my bad.
Baron's getting impatient, bro. Yo, what's up, Aussie? How you doing, bro?
Hey, man.
I love big boys.
Good.
Yo,
I was kind of
Mr. Baron.
I was kind of scared I was gonna be late because right before I messaged you, my dog took a fat shit right on my floor. So I have to go clean that shit up.
Wait, what kind of dog do you have, bro?
Schedule here, so I don't know. You know.
Wait, have you ever showed your dog on stream?
Yeah. I have 2 dogs, and I have them both as my emotes in the stream.
Do you have a picture?
Yeah. Let me find one.
Are they like the useless type of dogs, or do they have a purpose in this world?
They're pretty useless.
It's one of the useless
they're
ones.
just for just cuddling, you know. One's a corgi and one's a pit bull. So.
You could have.
Oh, a pit bull's not useless.
Well, she's like a miniature pit bull. It's hard to explain. Like she's like half the size of a normal pit bull.
What kind of dog is it? What kind of pit?
She's.
He got a bulldog. What are you saying?
I'm not sure, but she's mixed with a black lab, so she's a bit smaller than she's not like as muscular as other pits. Like I've seen other pits at like the dog park, and these dudes are like benching like 300. She's probably.
Oh yeah, she did an Amber Heard on you?
Wait, what?
What?
She pulled an Amber Heard on you? She took a shit on your bed?
Oh. No, not on the bed. Not on the bed, thankfully. But yeah, the corgi, he's the one who just shit her. He shitted on my bed. Or not on my bed, but he got me saying on the bed.
What's
I have the same type of pit bull, by the way. Mine is like, she's not muscular at all.
Wait, you have a pit bull? See?
Yeah.
You just made that shit up, bro.
Do you want pictures, MoJo?
Yeah. This is the first time you mentioned the dog, bro.
His neighbor's dog now, bro. I'm telling you, bro. You gotta stop, bro.
God, fuck it.
Yeah, not gonna steal, right?
Yo, what's a corgi or whatever? Is that the dog from Men in Black?
A corgi?
A corgi.
No, it's no, it's a pug. But a corgi is like what Queen Elizabeth has. Like she has like 10 of them. You've probably seen it. Here, I'll send you a picture of my corgi.
All right, let's see it, bro.
That's not code for anything, is it? Because I don't want to see your corgi or any bullshit like that. You know what I'm saying?
All right, I posted it in general.
Whip your corgi out.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the emote that we use.
All right, let me see this shit.
His name is Link after Link from Zelda. My wife named him.
You have a wife, bro? Wait, how old are you?
Yeah.
How old are you, Baron?
I'm 27.
Oh shit, you're young, bro.
Yeah, the army makes you grow up fast, though.
I didn't know you were in the army, bro. You see, yo, there's a lot of shit we got to talk about. So let me introduce you real quick.
All right.
Big YouTuber, right? Big YouTuber, I would say. I think
for Albion, yeah. And the context of Albion, sure.
Big YouTuber, big Twitch streamer. I saw you had like thousands of viewers since the drops.
I get lucky, and like people raid me.
That's
like
not lucky, bro.
He's raided me a bunch of times.
Yo, shout out to Turka,
like
bro.
5K viewers. So.
Yeah, why is he so big, bro? Is it because like the multi-language thing? Like he's
multi-language, and then he just plays Corrupted Dungeons, which people love watching. I think is another reason. I hate Corrupted Dungeons, so like.
It is good stream content, though, to be honest.
It is really good stream content. I try to do it on stream every once in a while, but I can only do like 1 or 2 at a time. I can't pull a Facturka and do it like for 6 hours.
Yeah, you're
anything like Hellgate related is good.
Yeah.
You're like Nomad Pancho, no? You guys stream the open world stuff, like small scale open world stuff. Yeah. So big YouTuber, big Twitch streamer, army guy, dog lover. There's married, family man. Do you have kids? You don't have kids yet, right? No kids.
I just have one. He's
okay, boom, a kid, boom, father, husband.
You don't know?
Bro, so there's a lot that we don't know about Mr. FlaccidBaron here. So shout out to him. Thank you so much for taking your time for us.
Yeah, for sure, man.
So let me give you a round of applause real quick. Are you high, by the way? You sound high as hell. I'm not gonna lie.
I get that a lot, but no, not right now. I was last night for sure. We went downtown, me and my wife. But right now, no, I'm sober as a gopher.
Gotcha.
I love how this video here is just him killing Arch by the hundreds with a blood letter.
Yeah, I picked that one on purpose. It's taking on the Arch Alliance.
I mean, I've watched him dumpster like fucking 15 people since this video started.
If you keep watching, can we get you dead by Flaccid, Jason?
I don't know. I guess.
Did he
I
kill
mean,
you?
he's gonna get somebody I know eventually, and I'm gonna laugh at them.
You never died to Flaccid, Jason? Did you ever just walk around Red Tree and just get dunked by FlaccidBaron or Nomad Poncho?
I don't think Flaccid's gotten me. I know better. So I see one of them. I see like 8 archlings around me on horses. I'm like, these guys aren't going to do shit. I'm not taking this fight.
Who's gotten you before, bro? Who's gotten you before? I know one of those Red Tree nerds have gotten you before. Well, what was the name of the motherfucker that was terrorizing Red Tree? Was it Sir Rusty?
It was Rusty.
Yeah, Rusty.
So
yeah.
fun fact, I thought it was hilarious because Rusty was killing all the CTA dodgers because he would wait until we had like a mandatory CTA. Then he would just go in to into Red Tree and just kill all the people skipping CTA. So I was like, this is the greatest fucking thing ever for Arch. So I gave him hideout access. This is back when you could respawn while not being in the Alliance. Boy, was Glut pissed at me.
Yeah, I would be too, bro.
I got angry Jason. Like, dude, I'm not gonna do the impression, but he was fucking furious at me. He took the perms off, and yeah, I thought it was good because if you're killing CTA dodgers, who cares? But I don't know.
You're still a savage for that one, bro. You're still a savage for that.
I did get killed by the late Jimbenator once in Red Tree, and you know, honestly, I will take that with honor. But he's the only streamer that's actually dumpstered me in Red Tree. The rest, I was too careful.
Shout out to Jimbenator, man. I know that you were close to him, right, Baron?
Yeah. We used to play all the time together. I even have like we used to play even offline together, not on stream. You know, we would just play and just hang out. And one of my videos, I made a tribute to him, which was like the last time we played together.
What happened?
It was back when old Hellgates.
He passed away.
Yeah, it was like a big story and stuff like that. Yeah.
He had the greatest laugh ever. When he would dumpster somebody with a pike, this guy would laugh all the way from his belly. He loved corrupteds.
Yeah, I was actually gonna ask you about that relationship and stuff like that, but before we get to that, so first of all, how'd you get the name?
Okay, so I was playing this was a long time ago. I was playing this MMO called Firefall. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of that. It was like a really small MMO. But I was playing that, and you couldn't make your own names because I guess they didn't want people to put like racist names like in Albion, you know.
Take note, Albion.
Exactly.
So you had to like do a scroll wheel and like find out names, and there was like adjectives in the front, and then there was like nouns, I guess. So then I just clicked randomize one time, and it came up with FlaccidBaron, and I was like, oh shit, that's hilarious. So I just thought it was a really funny name, and I just stuck ever since, I guess.
That's pretty good. Like, what does Albion usually change it to? Like, I saw some.
Moogly.
What else? I saw some other funny ones too.
The new one. I think that's a pretty new thing.
From Kitten with love.
Yeah, exactly. If you see a Googly Moogly character in the open world, their original name probably had like Hitler or something in it. They got, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they used to, because I remember one guy had a racist name, and they changed his name to My Name Is Bad.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Oh my
So
god.
I get like the Googly Moogly though is really funny.
They did Fluffy Kittens for a while. Fluffy Kittens. Imagine that's your permanent name, Fluffy Kittens 45.
I like that though. I like when they have a sense of humor with that shit.
Yeah, for sure.
The guy's name was from Auschwitz, and they changed it to From Kittenland.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's
Stupid.
I know how the Googly Moogly actually started, though. There was a guy whose name was Adolf Hitler 420, and they were like, all right, let's just make something gentle, then add a number. And it was Googly Moogly, like 45 or something.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I should have put 420. That would have been even better.
Yeah.
You would have liked it then.
Yeah, but you can't have them like it. You can't reward them for it.
You gotta embarrass. You gotta humiliate them, huh? You gotta humiliate them.
Bro, this guy's fighting without a cape. I'm still having stress looking at this.
Capes are expensive. I just recently sold my alpaca, but before that, I was like in the poorhouse.
How much is that shit?
And
How
I'm
much
just
is the
in
alpaca?
sets all day, and I was like, you know what? The cape's giving me an extra like 100 damage. It's just not even worth it.
How much is the alpaca?
I sold mine for 165 mil.
That's a lot of money, bro.
Yeah, I thought so. But then there's like big dicks like you who probably had like billions.
Damn.
I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you.
This nigga was broke as fuck all the time, bro.
Yeah, I was always broke.
That's how I am with my friends. Like Leos has given me so many. Like I'm like, Leos, listen, I know you have billions, dude. Please, just a little breadcrumb.
I like that guy. I remember that guy, Leos. He was a role.
Yeah.
He was he's kind of a role player, right?
Kinda, but he like made like the stupidest role plays. Like he would just like make fun of role players at the same time as role playing.
Bro, this dude hates this dude Leos that you're talking about. This dude hates like big guilds and shit, right? Because I remember he used to message me all the time in the old map, not on Queen, but before Queen came out, and we were still in the old map. This dude used to message me. He used to be like, you cannot, like, let's say we tried to gank him, he would run away. He's like, you can't kill me. You are merely immortal. I'm the best.
Yeah, he's a shit talker for sure.
I was like, this dude got a crazy ego, but I like him for some reason. I like people like that, you know?
Yeah, no, for sure. He's hilarious. He's a good dude.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question. At what age did you start gaming? Because usually when people come on here, we like to get, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, did you see it? Fuck, are you still watching?
Yeah. This guy is crazy, bro. I'll be honest, I had never seen your videos, but I'm a subscribe, bro.
Just missed it by a mile.
This moment just started cracking up, bro. This moment just started cracking up.
Oh, this is a good one, I think. Oh, I remember this one. I got the stream pulled up.
It's literally all
without a cape.
It's literally
You
all
don't need a cape.
No, it's for the mana. I don't even care about the damage. I'm just the mana. You just with a bloodletter. It's just so hard.
Yeah, especially with Q2. Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. Like I just, holy man. I've been playing bloodletter in CVZ and I just don't see how you do it without a cape. Actually nuts.
As I was saying before, this ignoramus interrupted me.
Yes, dude. Jesus.
Bro, I thought he literally put the microphone to his asshole and just let that shit rip.
Let it blow.
Bro, I was gonna ask you, Baron, first of all, do you prefer getting called Flaccid or Baron? Like what?
Either one. Most people call me Flaccid, but some people I guess don't like the word flaccid, so they're
it just sounds weird, bro.
It kind of does for sure. So you can call me either one. It doesn't really matter to me.
Fuck, I'll just call you Flaccid.
This guy's the guy that keeps on giving, dude. Is that your mustache?
Yeah, man. He's got that artista mustache, bro.
Oh my god.
Have you never seen his mustache, bro?
No, bro, I hadn't.
Flacco's in the dark about all that stuff. Flacco's in the dark about all that stuff. But what was I saying before? Oh yeah, when people usually come on here, I usually ask them. I like to ask them like, how the hell did they get into Albion? Because like you have to understand, I came from like casual games, Flaccid, right? Like I came, I used to play Call of Duty, NBA, FIFA, like normal stuff. Yeah. So when I discovered Albion, I was like 23 years old, you know. I never really played MMOs like that, so it really interests me to know how do people get into this type of game, because it's not really a normal type of game. You know what I'm saying?
So my start was similar to yours, where I would play like Madden, I would play Call of Duty. Like I thought I had like 20 days played, in Call of Duty, and I thought that was a lot. And then I played Albion, and I realized that's like a drop in the bucket now.
I know, right?
I have like 5,000 hours. And it's like,
which Call of Duties were you playing?
My favorite was COD 4.
Gotcha.
Modern Warfare, the first Modern Warfare. That was my favorite one.
I like Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2 was my favorite one.
Yeah, Modern Warfare 2 was also really good.
Yeah, but I get why COD 4 would be your favorite. I think that's most people's favorite, you know?
Yeah. That was like when they first came out with kill streaks. They first came out with like so many different things.
It's like they and then Modern Warfare 2 is like, bro, they put that shit on steroids.
Yeah, exactly. Then Modern Warfare 2, they just doubled it. They just doubled down on making all this stuff from Modern Warfare 1.
Yeah, like everything was OP. You know, like if you wanted to knife people, that shit was OP.
Bro, yeah, I remember watching Only Use Me Blade.
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
and he would just run around just knifing kids, just left and right.
Oh, exactly, bro. Fucking the times of YouTube commentaries and shit like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Does that game have proximity chat online or no?
Nope.
Okay, that's probably a good thing.
I think PC games came up with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Call of Duty lobbies, bro, they were so classic.
Oh my god, yeah, they were so toxic, dude.
It was like, I'm gonna fuck your mom and shit. What's up, Dirteen? How you doing, bro?
Yo, what's up, baby? I remember the good times of Call of Duty because MoJo went AFK. We broke his hideout and stuff.
That was Warzone though. That shit wasn't that fun. Compared to, it was fun when it came out, but compared to Modern Warfare 2 and COD 4 and stuff like that, bro, different times. You know. So Flaccid, were those simpler times for you, bro? Like what else were you playing?
For real, they really were. Simpler times, like just the good times. I was probably in like, when did it come out? I was probably in like 4th or 5th grade when I started playing Call of Duty. So like, I don't know the age. Maybe, when did it come out? I can actually tell you.
I think it was like 2010, 2008. You know what I mean? Like 2008, stuff like that.
I think it was before that.
Could be before that.
Let's see. 2007 it says. So I was in 6th or 7th grade.
Yeah. And what about Gears of War, Halo, that type of stuff? Were you playing that shit too?
So Gears of War was the first Xbox game I played.
Oh my
Gears
god,
of War was
bro.
legit. I love that the one character, like the first sergeant, who like you'll be getting shot at. He'll be like, "Can you get the fuck out of my way, please?" That guy,
the game was gritty as fuck.
Gears of War taught me to be toxic, bro.
Yeah,
that was my thing.
Bro, for real, it leaned into it so much. It was like trying to be toxic.
And what about Halo? What about Halo? I see that as like the Halo, trifecta.
Super obsessed with Halo. I had a friend who was like trying to go pro, and he was really good. He had like, I don't know if you know the ranking system in that, but there was like 50 was the highest rank. Like it was just numbered. It was just a 1 through 50, and he had like a bunch of different 50s in different game modes. And I remember like just being in awe of like how good this guy was at Halo.
I mean, those games were definitely skill based, very high skill based.
Yeah, for sure.
More than Call of Duty, but so what was the trajectory like in your life? Because like let's say you were in school, you said you started playing COD like hella early. So in school, what kind of dude were you? Were you like more of a sports dude?
I was the weird kid for sure. Like the class clown, weirdo kid. I remember in middle school, I would like crawl around on my hands and knees like during class. Like, the teacher would be trying to teach, and I'm just over here crawling around, just like messing with people. So I was just the troll weird kid.
Were you like
just messing with people?
Were you like crawling around, getting up, smacking the kid in the back of the head, or were you like just?
I'd like mess with their backpack, and they'd be like distracted as fuck, not paying attention to the teacher because they're just some fucking weirdo messing with their shit. But yeah, and I like sold, so I was also like kind of a hustler. I was like selling candy bars to people. Like I would buy them in bulk, so they were a lot cheaper, and I'd sell them for like $1 each.
Yeah. Yeah,
that shit was fun.
You were selling candy bars.
Candy bar racket.
Bro,
and I didn't even spend the money on anything. Like I think I just used the money to buy more candy bars. So it's just like an infinite loop.
He was slanging that crunch.
The 7 Ulu said, I had the same guy in my class. Yo, did you guys go to the same school, bro? Oh my god. When did you grow the mustache?
Soon as
a little bit after I started streaming.
Bet it wasn't.
Okay, so that shit was recent. That was recent.
Yeah, it was pretty recent. Probably like the last 2 or 3 years.
Wait, did you go to your barber and you were like, yo, give me the Monopoly mustache look?
No, my wife did it. My wife styles my mustache and shit.
Really?
Me. Yeah, that's why you gotta get a wife, man. So you can do all these tasks that you don't want to do. Help you out.
Nice one, bud. Why are you doing this?
Like,
give me the I just foreclosed on your house in 1920s look.
What about, did you ever see Artista's mustache or no? Do you know who Artista is?
No.
He's I don't know if you know Africa Now. Do you know who Africa Now is?
No.
Okay, so these two ran like the biggest Brazilian guilds in the game, you know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and Artista is one of them, and he used to rock the exact same mustache as you, bro.
Really?
Yeah. So I remember the first time I saw you, that shit looked hella familiar to me, you know?
Right.
So that's how I remembered you the first time I see you. It was the Monopoly mustache look.
Yeah.
So did your wife like it at first, or was she like?
No, at first she hated it, but I think she's gotten used to it. Cause like, whenever I would kiss her, like it'd be hairy on my lip, and she wasn't used to that. Because when I was in the army, I never had a mustache or anything.
You're not allowed to, right? You're not allowed to.
Yeah, you're allowed to have like the really short, like almost like a Hitler stash, but like a little bit longer than that. Mm-hmm. Because you had the regulations were like it can't be like an inch from your.
That just shows you like a nerd, man. That mustache, which they let you, you know.
Yeah.
But this one is cool.
Stylish.
I think so.
Did you ever rock it with like a suit, like a tuxedo?
No.
Like, do you ever think about like how fresh you would look in like a suit and like with a cane?
Oh shit! Got the cane too.
Yeah. You don't think that would look
fresh? I actually had to use a cane for a little while after I got cancer. I don't know if this is like a later topic and I'm jumping ahead, but
you are jumping ahead. Yeah, I definitely want to get to that though. I definitely want to.
Yeah, we'll get to that then. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
Just stay watching, boys. Don't tune out yet.
Yeah, like
best is yet to come.
Yeah, Flaccid has definitely been through some shit, and that's part of the reason why I wanted to bring me here is because I like when people have a story, and I don't want to just ask people Albion stuff. You know, it's boring.
Right,
like, what's your favorite build? You know, stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty obvious.
Yeah, exactly. Like you have 1,000 videos with what you like to use and stuff like that. Like, I like to get to know the person, you know. So you told us what kind of person you were in high school. How did you decide to join the military, and why? So
that was just one thing, I guess. I guess I was brainwashed. I don't know, but
why you say that?
Like in the culture, people are just like always like, oh, the military, hoorah, you know, like everyone's like hyped up about it. So I was just like, yeah, I want to be this cool military dude.
Especially in high school. In high school, that happens a lot.
Yeah.
For real? Yo, quick. Yo, Sade.
Yes.
Yo, were you hyped up about the military when you were in high school, homie?
I was, on a military base in high school, so
hell,
so
what the hell is wrong with y'all? Was I the only one? I was like, hell nah. The fuck?
I just want to say, are you guys suggesting that military recruiters lie? Because I don't know if that slander is allowed.
No, the funny thing is my wife was actually a recruiter for a couple of years.
Really?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, she hated it, man. She hated it.
Twice. You got fucking swindled twice.
So back to what you were saying about how they convinced you. And the brainwashing. I want to hear about the brainwashing. Because I know America has a big military culture, right?
Yeah, exactly. The culture just like tells you that the military is amazing and that you should always support them. I mean, you should support the soldiers, but you shouldn't support like the actual military industrial complex. I don't know, we're getting a little bit too political, but
no, it's fine. It's 100% fine, bro.
But yeah, it's just Like, you should support the soldiers and the people in it, but I think America has a problem with too much military spending, and we should be spending on like healthcare and stuff like other countries.
Yeah. Do you feel strongly about that? Like,
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm a big supporter of like Medicare for all, or whatever you want to call it.
Gotcha. What about like politics when it comes to streaming and stuff like that? Do you try to keep that shit away from your stream as much as possible?
Yeah, I try to treat everyone fairly, you know, just be nice to as many people as I can, because sometimes streaming can be tough, man. Like, people come in and like troll you. Like yesterday, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, I had one of my friends come in and start trolling me, but I didn't recognize the account name, so they got fucking banned. And then they text me and they're like, "Why you banned me?" I'm like, "Oh shit, that was you." So like sometimes it can get stressful. Like, I just died in the 2v1 or something, and like it was such a close fight. It like pissed me off that I died, because I should have been able to kill both of them. But
or you get pissed about stuff like that?
Yeah, whenever it's like my own mistake, I get mad at myself.
Gotcha. I feel like I'm not the exact same way, bro.
Yeah, like the death happened because my cooldowns weren't quick enough, and I had eel stew in my bag, and if I would have used the eel stew, I would have 100% 2v1'd. And then my mind is always about like, what's the best clip I can get here? Like, if I get this 2v1, then I'll have like a really good clip. But if I die, the clip is ruined, right?
Oh,
like,
I see
no one
what
wants to
you're
watch
saying.
people dying.
Yeah.
So like, that's what pisses me off the most, is like I missed an opportunity, because clips don't come easily. Like, it took me like 3 or 4 days to make these Afghanistan videos, and this is like hours a day of running around trying to find fights, because it's hard sometimes to find fights, especially 1v1s. Like, it's mostly
especially in Archland.
People.
Like, how hard is it to get 1v1s in Archland? It's probably hard as fuck, right?
Yeah. So what I would have to do, if you watch the video, which I think you already watched one of them, I would have to like pretend that I'm fucking up. Like, I'd get my health down like to half before I would like leash this mob, and then people would be like, "Oh, this guy's at half health, we can kill him quickly." So then I'd finally be able to get a fight after they think that they can kill me really easy.
So when you get pissed at shit like that, is it more from a work point of view? Like, oh shit, I could have,
kind of
like a content.
It's just like, yeah, like I just want to get the content, and I want to have, like, I want to present my best self.
Thank you so much. 5 months, baby.
To just have a montage
5 month
of
streak.
me getting murdered over and over, even though I did put one of those in before. I want to try to show like what's possible in the game.
I noticed like a lot of these small scale streamers like you, like Nomad Poncho and stuff like that. I always felt like there's a big divide in the community when it comes to small scale, you know, because a lot of people that just do small scale like really frown upon or look down upon the people that like do ZVZ, because obviously in ZVZ your actions in a 100-man Zerg are not as punishing as if you were doing a 1v1 or 5v5. How do you feel about all that stuff?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely less punishing because when you're in a group, because you have someone else that, if they're carrying you, like, just like when I play ranked arenas nowadays, I have Humperdinck and Leos and like Unisim and just a bunch of other people that are really, really good at the game, and I know I can trust them, right? And that, I think that's why I play solo so much, because it's just hard to trust people. I have like a select group of friends that I trust to have my back. So yeah, I guess it boils down to like trust issues. So if you trust your caller and you trust your Zerg, I'm sure ZVZs will be really fun, and I kind of want to get back into them.
Gotcha. I remember we almost recruited you to BA one time. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
Oh, we were so close. I was like, fuck, I wish you would have came. At that time, we had like Beast Stick, we had Unosun, we had like a bunch of streamers.
Yeah, I remember that.
So I was trying to get you too, and then we were very close. But I think at the last second, you decided, I'm just gonna chill.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah. Yeah, one thing about joining like a big guild, like I recently joined Escalation, but I also recently got kicked because I didn't go to any CTAs because I thought I was like exempt. Like they told me I was like fine to not go to CTAs, just like do open world stuff, like collecting cores or whatever else you do in open world. And I collected like 4 cores in one day solo, but
you still got kicked?
Yeah, I still got kicked because Blue Dawn was the one that recruited me, and he was at his graduation that day. So obviously a very important day for him, his high school graduation.
Well, I thought it was kindergarten. My bad.
Did he invite you back, or were you like, I'm good?
Yeah, I'm still pondering whether I want to do it, but I think I'm gonna join back just to do, because I told him I wanted to try out ZVZ content because I never really explored that content.
Yeah, I mean, Escalation has a lot of bangers. It has a lot of bangers.
Escalation, yeah, exactly. It's like the way to learn.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like for me, my policy with streamers was, bro, you're already helping the guild by giving us exposure, so you don't need to do. You can just do your thing, you know.
Yeah.
That was my policy on streamers specifically. It's like, bro, you're giving us exposure. You do whatever the fuck you want, you know. Give them energy perms, whatever, so they can just chill in the guild and do their content, you know.
Yeah.
But not everybody feels that way. It's okay. You said you were talking about streaming can be hard sometimes, right? And this is a topic that we talked about before, and it's not hard for me because I'm like a hobby streamer, you know. Like if I feel like streaming today, I'll stream. If I don't, then I won't, you know. It's not my job, for example. But for someone like you who is a real professional streamer, you know, I say professional because you're streaming on a tight schedule every day or almost every day. Well, maybe you could tell us some of the positive sides, and then after that, if you could tell us some of the negative sides.
So one positive for me specifically, and probably for other streamers, is that like ever since I was a kid, I always wanted to be like famous in a video game, like specifically like people in the video game know me. Like back in the day, I played RuneScape, right? Like most people, and there was this guy called Zezima, or Zezima, however you pronounce it, and like I saw him once and I was starstruck, dude. Like I saw him, so I can understand like these people who are like, oh my god, FlaccidBaron, right? Like I don't think I'm anywhere near as famous as Zezima was, just because the game is so much bigger. But yeah, that's like a fun part of it, is like when people come up to you and they're like, I love your vids and stuff, like it just makes you feel good.
Yeah.
Like you've done something right.
I even know who Zezima is. So, I mean, I understand what you're talking about. 13 definitely knows. 13 played that shit for like 12 years. I think he left, but, you know, he's a busy man. But, yeah, I even know who you're talking about. What about the negatives to that shit?
The negatives right now, there's like some stream sniping issues that they're trying to work out in the creator Discord, but it's just so hard to like prove it, right? Like you can say this guy stream sniped me, but how are you gonna prove unless the guy like admits to it? You know, so stream sniping can be an issue, especially in Albion with its full loot. And it's hard to do certain content because like I can never flag in the red zone because I'll be instantly 1,000 people will be blue, you know, and kill me. Also, just a side note, is that where Blue Army came from? Like,
from what?
What's the origin of the Blue Army name?
The Blue Army came from, no, it didn't come from not the blue zones, no.
Well, not blue zones, but like...
Did we come from the motherfucking red zones?
No, so there used to be a guild called Red Army.
Hey, Flacco, chill, bro.
Oh, right, yeah, I remember back in the day, like...
I'm holding myself.
Didn't they get their own, like, banner in the game or something that they could design?
Yeah. So they used to have events for guilds back in the day. Yeah. So for example, in Beta 1 and Beta 2, they had different castle events. So there was many castles across the map, and if you capture them, you get 1 point. The teams at the end of every week, like the top 2 teams that got the most points, they would be able to make their own custom logo. So,
nice.
so do you know the guild Black Order?
Yeah.
So right now it's a completely different guild. It's been given to Magic Mark, but it used to be a Russian guild, right? And the leader of that guild was the original leader of Red Army. That's a guild that I was in. For example, Derek was in beta. A lot of big name people were in that guild. So that guild was a Russian guild, and we had our English core in that guild. So when we made Blue Army, the name, the intention was to pretty much make the opposite of that, of Red Army, because Red Army was like a GVG guild. It was a territory guild. It was that type of guild. Whereas when we made BA, it was Blue Army. It wasn't Red Army, it was Blue Army. It was open world. Everybody gets content, stuff like that. So that's where the name came from.
Gotcha. Thanks for sharing that. I'm sure you said it a bunch of times.
No, not really. I don't really talk that much about my history and stuff like that, you know. But when people ask, then you know, I have good memory, so it's okay. But now I forgot what the hell we were talking about. What the hell were we talking about? What the hell were we talking about? We were talking about the negative parts of streaming.
Yeah. So I guess stream sniping would be the worst one, and then also sometimes people will jump in the chat and just start spamming like racist things to try to get you banned.
Like in Say Chat?
No. That hasn't. Well, I've heard that's happened to other people, but for me, it's usually like they come into Twitch chat and start trying to like, and it'll be like, this user tried to say this, but we blocked it automatically for you.
Yeah.
I get this. Like, oh my god. Yeah. Like, why?
Are you sensitive about stuff like that? Like, or do you just expect it? Because I know for me, I just expect the haters to.
Yeah.
To, you know?
I mean, I don't get it too often, but definitely when it happens, I'm not like surprised. You know.
Do you think the Albion community is hella toxic?
I think it can be at times, like especially like certain topics you're talking about. People might take offense and then go into toxic mode to like defend themselves, I guess. But for the most part, most people, I'd say 95, maybe 99% of people are like well-intentioned, like they don't want to be toxic. But then you get those people that are like super trolly, and like when you die, they message you and they're like, "Oh, get wrecked, nerd." Even though I do that sometimes, I think it's just light banter. But when you go too far with it, I guess is when it becomes toxic and not cool.
Yeah, I mean that's not too bad. Oh yeah, Pearl. Yeah, my bad, Pearl. Like, she just reminded me that Pearl. She was my co-leader in Blue Army, and when she had a guild called Black Mamba. So when we combined, that's where we got the blue from, right? Because they had Black Mamba, we had Red Army before, so that's how we combined. I just needed to correct myself. So you said sometimes it goes too far when shit is toxic. Yeah. Last week we had Swole Benji on the interview.
I heard from Jason that it was a really good interview, and I was gonna, as soon as this is over, me and my wife are gonna watch it because I told her like the cliff notes of it.
What's your opinion on him? Your honest opinion?
Bro, he's a shitter, dog. Like straight up.
But that's what.
Can you say his name again? On who?
Swole Benji.
Oh no, I just wanted to say the name again, so you know. More drama.
Oh, you wanted me to say it? Yeah, Swole Benji is a shitter. This is FlaccidBaron speaking.
You're so stupid.
Super tough. I'm banned now. Damn.
But like, that opinion is very popular. Okay.
Yeah. I'm not taking like a crazy opinion here, but
yeah, that opinion is very popular. Why is he a shitter?
Well, just going on like the subreddit. I don't know if you ever visit Reddit and go to the Albion subreddit, but literally not every other post, but like there's at least one post a day about Swole Benji and like some antic that he's up to, like telling people they can make 4 mil fame an hour in the yellow zone completely safe. and he just misleads people. And like I've heard so many stories about people like, yeah, I watched Swole Benji's videos when I was a noob, and I wasted so much time just hanging out in the blue zones instead of going out and getting good fame, good content. You know, so it just like wasting people's time is just kind of fucked up, in my opinion.
So you're on the opinion that he gives out a lot of misinformation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I talked to Nazori and stuff like that, Nomad Poncho. They had pretty much the same opinion as you. I'll tell you what Benji said when he was on here last week. What he said when I asked him about that, I was like, how much % of this is an act to piss people off, and how much of it is actually you? And he was saying that it was 100% an act, and he just likes to piss people off.
Really?
And he's playing a character. Do you believe that?
I mean, I could see that. Like, I could see a world where that is a thing, but most likely he's just trying to save face because he like gets so much hate, and then he doesn't want people to hate him. You know, most people don't. But well, I guess he said he does want people to hate him. So I don't know. Like, I guess he's successful in that regard. Yeah. If he wants people to think that he's a troll or that he's serious.
Just you don't believe him?
No, I mean, he trolled a dead guy's like funeral in game.
Whose was it? It wasn't Fun Stealers, right? I forget,
but that's kind of cold. Like even I wouldn't do that shit.
Was it Jimbenator's or was it?
No.
Okay, so
I don't know who it was. I don't know. I just, it's just, so what? So people have like, they have their in-game community. Like, keep in mind during COVID, like this was a lot of people. This was their community.
Yeah.
So it's like, I wouldn't mock people, or introverts or maybe, disabled or something, that this is their community. I wouldn't mock them for having in-game community events, That's all I'm saying.
Can I ask, I don't know if Seed is here, Aussie, Flacco, like you guys were here last week. How much of a % do you guys think that Benji was putting an act, and how much % do you think he was serious?
I think he's like a 50-50. And you also gotta see, some people have a really fucked up sense of humor. You know what I mean? Like the way he was talking about like that type of stuff, you can tell that he truly believes that it is fun for him to go throw somebody's funeral and ruin the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So to him, he's not lying because he is actually saying, but to 99% of the people, it's like, bro, you got issues, Yeah. So yeah, in his head, he's right. He is a troll, and he's succeeding, and and everything he's doing is for fun and just to piss people off. But I can see literally 99% of the people being like, yo, this guy's crazy,
Yeah, from what I heard, just like the quick summary from Jason while we were playing arenas, is that it's gonna be a fun watch. So I'm looking forward to that. Right after this, I'm gonna go watch it with the wife, and I
think I did a good job with the survey, to be honest with you.
Yeah, we had Jason answer the questionnaire because we heard a lot of shit about the questionnaire, and he was telling me it was all a big troll. So I'll tell you what I think, right? Wait, Seed, I didn't get your opinion yet. You go first. I want to hear what you, because we didn't talk about it. Seed here?
Well, I mean, yeah. Like I said, he's going to say and do whatever he finds entertaining, for one. Exactly. Right? No matter what. As far as like what was true, what was not, we have very little to doubt the man about, right? Maybe the story is exaggerated or something, but that I feel like that's about it. He's having fun doing what he likes to do, and if it's true to him, what does it matter to the rest of us, right?
Yeah. I mean, like, I gotta be honest, I don't think that that's a character that he's playing. Yeah. I think I kind of agree. I lean kind of where Flaccid was talking about, where it might be trying to save face a little bit, because we were going through the questionnaire, right? And I looked at the Reddit post that you were talking about, Flaccid. Like, I googled his name, and it was actually pretty bad. Me and Seed were going through all the Reddit posts, and we're like, bro, this shit is bad, dude. I thought the hate on me was a lot. I thought I was the most hated dude. I found out I'm the second.
Yeah, I know. Definitely Swole Benji.
He takes the cake.
Gotta be the most hated dude, at least on the subreddit.
Yeah.
But probably in a lot of other places too.
Yeah. Like because when we were talking about the questionnaire, so we looked at the Reddit posts and we were looking at the people kept mentioning, yo, he has this weird questionnaire on his Discord. He has this weird questionnaire on his Discord. So we're like, yo, we gotta look at it. So we look at it. First of all, it's very long, and he said it was all a troll, right? He said it was 100% troll, and he was saying like the politics stuff. He just says it to piss people off and stuff like that. He doesn't know anything about the politics, but I didn't necessarily believe, you know?
Yeah.
I didn't hate anything about him at all. Like, I didn't dislike him at all. But it does seem like he's a little bit slow on picking up social cues.
You
know?
Yeah.
Because, for example, I was saying some troll shit, and he wasn't understanding that it was trolling.
Dude, you're about to make me quit this interview and go to watch the interview, your other interview.
Bro, you might want to lower your expectations, because I thought it was going to be more exciting. But he kept saying that everything was a troll. Everything is a troll. Everything is troll. I was hoping that he was like that for real, and then he was going to embrace it.
Right.
That's the people I respect the most, you know? Like, I don't care who you are, but if you embrace it, like Dirteen, you know? Dirteen, he's one of the biggest scumbags you'll ever meet, but he embraces it. So you can't be mad if he, you know, if he does what Dirteen does. Does that make sense?
He's upfront about it.
Exactly.
It can make you angry also.
Yeah. So that's kind of my point of view on that. I didn't dislike him, but I was hoping for a more, you know, him embracing it a little bit more. So that's my opinion.
That is definitely how he is, though. That is his persona. His persona is a troll. He is a troll. He's just, I think, in denial of him being that guy, you know?
Yeah.
I thought the letter he wrote to SBI was hilarious.
By the way, dude, you fucking bait so many people. Like, oh, I'm hopeless. Oh, and they just took one shot to them.
Yeah.
I love that, right?
Yeah, that's my favorite thing to do, is to try to bait people. Because other than that, it's like, if I want to get a fight, I have to be like a ganker. But I'm not trying to gank people. I'm just trying to bait them into doing what I want. And I think that's like the psychological game of it, you know?
Yeah. This is how I used to play League of Legends. I used to bait everybody in that game.
You're not a fan of preying on the weak, Flaccid? Just catching a motherfucker with his pants down?
I don't like the ganker weapons. I don't like using double-bladed staff or like bear paws. And yeah, to me it's just a dumb way to do it. Especially like when you're killing gatherers, it's like, oh great, you got 5 kills today, all on tier 4 fishermen. Real good on you, man. I hope you made a lot of money.
You're more competitive.
Or like when I get ganked by like a 20-man gank squad, Jason.
Yeah. Allegedly.
Yeah,
look at that play right there. Like, look at that play. That's textbook. Like, just got completely outplayed, dude.
Like, turn on him, silence the motherfucker, and just one shot.
No, bro. He's like, oh no, don't gank me. I'm a mount up. He made the guy waste every single cooldown on the horse. Get this mother kills the guy one hit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
Boom, headshot.
My favorite thing, Nizori has this trick where he'll walk around dismounted with one like a crossbow, snipe crossbow. People will dismount on him, not realizing they have no cooldowns, and just get deleted.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's basically my MO too.
Yeah,
try to do that as much as possible.
Speaking of Nizori, like all the Albion streamers and YouTubers, they're all kind of friends, like 99% of them.
Yeah.
Like, was there ever ones that were kind of pushed out from the circle, you know, like that people didn't really like? Because most of them I see are friends, right?
Yeah, I feel like most of us are friends. We all try to get along. I can't really think of one that was pushed out. I've been out of the scene for a little while because of, you know, but yeah, I've been to Nizori's house in real life. You know, we hung out.
Really?
We went to, because he only lives like 2 hours away from me, or actually like an hour and a half away from me. So we all hung out. Nomad Poncho was supposed to join us as well, but he couldn't get his passport in time.
Yeah. But that would have been sick. That would have been sick.
Yeah, it would have been, for sure. It still was, but like it would have been even more with...
How was Nizori in real life? Was he a dork?
Yeah, he's a really cool dude. I learned something about him that I never thought would be true, but he's actually blind in one of his eyes. So like when he's clapping these people out, you're getting clapped by a half-blind man. You know, like you gotta think about that.
Seriously?
It's even better.
Yeah.
What's wrong with his eye?
I think he was just born that way. He was born with one of his eyes not working.
Gotcha.
Because he's told a funny story. I don't want to like take his like thunder when he gets on this interview, but he
it's okay. We'll ask him about it anyway.
They thought it was just like a temporary thing, so they put like an eye patch over his good eye, and so he couldn't see anything. He would just run into walls and drop his head on the wall and shit.
Oh man!
Over his good eye.
He told. Yeah, they put it over his good eye because they thought his eye would just like. Apparently, this is like a thing where sometimes your eye just doesn't adjust when you're first like a kid. But his eye was actually blind, which is pretty rare.
Why did they put it over his good eye though?
So you can force the other eye to work.
Like they thought like the eye worked like a muscle or something. Like, oh, we'll just exercise the other one.
Right, exactly. Yeah,
but that is not medicine. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they put it over his good eye.
Exactly. Same thing.
Can we go back to when, like earlier on, you said we were talking about how streaming is not easy, right?
Yeah.
And then you told me a couple bad things about that happen when you're streaming. What about those days that, you know, because when you're streaming, you don't want to jump on a stream and be depressed and shit like that. So you've been through a bunch of stuff. We can get into it if you want. You've been through a bunch of stuff. How do you, when that shit was impacting you, how were you balancing that shit out with streaming? Like, were you still streaming, or were you trying to avoid streaming? Or if you were having like a bad day or a sick day or something like that, what were you doing to like, you know, like were you leaving that shit at the door, or was it spilling into your streaming, your YouTube?
Yeah, I mean, I had really bad depression for a while because I literally couldn't walk, and like it was hard. But I have a really, really amazing wife, and she helped me through it. And she's still helping me through it because I'm still not back to 100%. But yes, coming back to streaming really like has been a mood booster because, like I said, I was like in a really bad depression and bad rut, and like not even leaving the bed for days at a time, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's getting a lot better, and I have her. And I'm really lucky to have her.
Yeah, shout out to your wife, bro. Shout out to your wife.
Yeah, big shout out.
Round of applause to your wife.
Real. She is as far as what I can tell from the outside looking in, she's an amazing woman.
Yeah.
When he was down, she was the one updating his Discord and letting everybody know what's going on, and she was there to talk to people and everything. Like, from what I can tell, she's a rare gift, and you should be happy you grabbed a good one.
So you're lucky,
y'all making me want to cry, bro. Shut up. Yeah, I get emotional about shit like that.
Can you tell us what happened? Because this type of stuff seems recent, right? And I remember I heard some shit about it when it was happening. I was like, bruh, that shit is crazy. So can you tell us when it started happening and what happened?
Yeah, so I was just kind of sitting on the couch with my wife watching the Packers game because I'm a Packers fan. Shout out to the Packers.
Shout out to the Packers.
There you go.
But yeah, I was just watching the game just like normal, and my bodies just started going numb. Like the whole right side of my body just started like feeling really weird, and like almost like when you like sit on your arm or like lay on your arm weird, and like it gets tingly, you know, like when it falls asleep.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, but a little different. And I was like, baby, I think I'm having a stroke. And she didn't know how to respond to that. Like, I don't, like, how do you respond to that, right? It's like, holy shit, you know?
Did she think you were trolling her, or was she like...
No, she took it seriously immediately, which is good because I obviously wasn't trolling, you know? But yeah, so we went to the hospital. I told them the symptoms I had. They immediately put me into triage to try to figure out what was going on. And then that hospital visit, they couldn't figure it out. They're like, there's too much blood in your head. We don't know why you're bleeding so much. So then the next week I got like physical therapy, but they all cleared me. They said, oh, you're good. So they had no idea why. They thought it was just like a random thing. And like everyone at the hospital was like, did you do cocaine or something? Do you do cocaine? Like that I guess is like a common thing when you're doing cocaine to have like a stroke, I guess.
Jason,
because
can you confirm?
They kept asking, and I was like, no, I've never done cocaine. Like, why do you keep asking? They're like, oh, it's just like a common thing. So, so yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna ask Jason if he can confirm. Is that true with the cocaine shit?
No, it's just, you know, my dinky doesn't work sometimes, so, you know, that's all.
So
no matter how much you scream at it, it doesn't do its job.
Did you? So Flaccid, did you? When did they end up telling you exactly what happened?
Well, they didn't know the first time, and then I took so then I moved. I moved from New York to Florida. So I live in Florida right now. And there's this really there's this really good cancer hospital called Moffitt. And they've been taking care of me ever since. But we didn't know it was cancer at this point. We just moved down, and I drove like 12 hours while I could have easily had a stroke again during this drive. So it wasn't very smart of me to drive, but I mean, we had to move, like, you know. I couldn't just let my wife drive the whole time. But
how was that drive, real quick?
Not too bad. I don't mind long drives as long as I have like a good podcast or some music to listen to.
That's one of my favorite drives in America, from Florida to the East Coast.
Yeah, I've definitely done it a bunch. Well, I did Georgia to Florida, like South Florida, so it's like 12 hours. Actually, not 12, maybe like 8 hours.
I did New York City to Madison, Wisconsin once in a drive.
Oh, nice.
That was a long drive. I stopped paying attention when I hit Western Pennsylvania, like I-80, where it's all just like Children of the Corn trees along the highway. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, man, fuck this. I'm not paying any attention. Then you get to Ohio, you're like, oh, street lamps on the road. All right. I'm not making fun of Western Pennsylvania. It's a beautiful place. That road, there's nothing on the side of the road for like 200 miles.
I mean, you can make fun of Pennsylvania, bro.
Everyone from Pennsylvania just unsubscribed.
Yeah,
all two people. Yo, like every movie I watch, it's every horror movie I watch, Pennsylvania. Every single, like 90% of horror movies or crazy storylines happen in Pennsylvania. Did you notice that shit?
Because it's black and white in there, bro. Like when you go in the city, there's black and white.
There's a lot of like separation and whatnot.
There's a lot of rednecks and shit too. There's a lot of rednecks, bro. But yeah. So, I think what I initially heard, Flaccid, I'd never really asked too much questions about stuff like this because it's not my business. But now that we have you here, like when I first heard about it, I heard it was like a heart attack or some shit. Like so was it okay, but it was. So that's scary. So there's multiple things that can give you the same symptoms of like a heart attack.
Yeah.
Gotcha. But it was cancer.
Yeah. So then after we moved to Florida, I had another stroke again watching the Packers game. So I don't know if that was like the trigger. But
you gotta switch teams, bro. You gotta switch teams, bro.
You must be a huge fan, man.
Bro,
Shit.
Packers, dude, Packers need to sponsor you, Flaccid.
Yeah, they need to give me some money. They caused my cancer. All the stress over the years.
Fuck, man.
A lawsuit coming on.
No, but so again, watching the Packers game, I got a really bad headache. So guys, if you have a huge headache, the worst headache in your life, go to the doctor. It might be a stroke. I'm not trying to scare people, but they said if I didn't come in, I probably would have been dead. Yeah,
my buddy had a stroke recently. It was like whatever the term is for like the lesser stroke. That's like I forget what it is, but it's like an acronym, but it's a weaker one. But he can talk, but his left side is kind of messed up.
That's scary.
Yeah. You know, he has to walk with a cane. You know, it's like he was just all he was doing, moving a couch in his building for the landlord.
Some scary shit, bro.
Yeah, it happens, man. Like, you know, he's like an old school kind of guy. He's like, oh, my head just hurts. I'll just take some Advil. And next morning, like, he had trouble moving, you know?
So it was like your head was hurting, and then you feel like a numbness, and then like what? Is there a pain after that, or like what's going on?
It's mostly just numbness. There's not like body pains or anything. The pain's mostly in your head, especially for me since it was a brain tumor.
Yeah.
But
That's so
yeah,
scary,
I went to the
bro.
doctor, and they actually, well, I was taken in an ambulance to the doctor, and they said that I was having a ton of bleeding, like a hemorrhagic stroke, which means a lot of blood, like you're having a hemorrhage in your head. But so I had that stroke, and I stayed in the hospital for a good like 3 to 4 weeks, which that was not fun. That was the worst time of my life for sure. Just being in that hospital bed, and like laying in bed for 23 hours a day because they'd want me to stand up and get some blood flow to my legs. So like, other than that, I was just laying in bed, just having to watch normal TV, you know, couldn't watch like Twitch or anything.
Normal TV,
Yeah.
Judge Judy and shit like that.
Yeah, the fucking normies.
Fuck,
I'll
dude.
sound like Swole Benji and call people normies.
The normies?
Chips.
What were you watching in with the hospital
Bro,
TV?
there was nothing good. I had to watch like reruns of like Pawn Stars and shit. I mean, Pawn Stars is a fun
God.
show, but it's just
Great
like
show, man.
Well, that's
it's
all
not something you can watch for like hours, you
Yeah,
know.
it's true. Yeah,
But
not a lot
yeah,
of
so I was
variety.
just watching that crap.
So, have you ever had like any type of seizure or anything like besides the stroke? Like, did it induce any other brain activity at all? Like,
Yeah, so I that's the reason why I had an ambulance called for me, is because I was having a seizure. My wife came into the room to check on me because I had a really bad headache, and she found me like convulsing. So that must have been really like scary for her.
so another follow-up question, and I'm asking this personally for me, right? Like,
Yeah.
what is the difference between a stroke and a seizure, like feeling-wise, personal-wise? Like, what goes on in your brain?
I had no recollection of like that entire night, because it was just like my brain, like my memory shut down to like protect me from the memory of having this stuff, because it was like very painful, and like it was even painful afterwards. But I have like no memory of for like probably a week, maybe a week and a half, and I was just told all this stuff that happened to me and like what I was going through, because I don't remember it. My brain shut down. It was like, nope, not remembering this. Which is good, because like that memory would be terrible, you know.
Yeah, but what when you
I actually had 2 back-to-back seizures while playing Albion, both times, as a matter of fact. And they couldn't figure out what was going on with me then, right? I did 6 months after that, back and forth to the doctors all the time. And we just kind of like let it go. And now I'm having that same kind of pressure build up in my head. So that's why I'm asking the question. Like,
Oh shit, dude. Yeah, I mean, you can, like, so they finally found out it was cancer after that. They like went in and they found the tumor. And then I started going through chemo and going through radiation, and I couldn't walk again. So like the chemo and the radiation just like teamed up to like knock my ass out basically, and make it so I couldn't walk. And I was using a cane for a while. A cane, I was using a wheelchair. Even before that, so it was a tough time, man. It was definitely tough. And then I couldn't stream, I couldn't play video games really. Like, it's just too much for like brain activity, I guess.
You know
must
what,
have
though,
been,
man?
like,
I mean, you're back,
tired all the
right?
time,
like
right?
you're able to do your hobby again. I mean, that's a beautiful thing, you know?
Yeah, exactly. I think that's the main reason I fell into like the deep depression, is because I couldn't do what I love to do, you know, anymore. I just had to sit and watch HGTV or whatever the fuck was on. But now it feels really good to be back. The community has been very welcoming. It's like I never even left, you know? Like everyone's like, so glad to see you, Flaccid. Thanks for streaming, you know, all this stuff. And yeah, the community's been awesome.
shout out to the community, bro.
Yeah, big shout out for
Shout out
sure.
to the community.
Yeah, everybody says that Albion has like this toxic community. Like, I played other games. I don't think the community in this game is nearly as toxic.
Yeah, for sure. like playing League of Legends. If you want to see toxic, play Dota or League of Legends.
Yeah, man. I don't think you'd be getting too many well wishes.
I mean, the guild stuff
Those are
is
in a
toxic,
different
but the regular shit
level.
is normal, you know?
Yeah.
Like if you're just fighting over corrupted dungeons, like how toxic can it get? You know, the guild stuff definitely gets hella toxic.
Yeah, like when S. Rindu used to send me dead pig pictures every single day after a
What the
ZBZ.
fuck?
Yeah, every day, kill arch pigs, there'd be a dead pig there. I'd be like, bro, how many pig pictures do you have?
Like, bro, relax. It's a fucking video game. Like, why do you take it so
I'm
serious?
not talking shit. He's cool as hell. It was funny.
Yeah, Flaccid, I don't know if you know, but the Chinese took over Albion at one point, and they went to war with Arch. So that's how they lost Retry.
Yeah.
And
So
the
I was
hatred
thinking,
was real.
The real secret is neither Seed nor I wanted to wake up for fucking 12 UTC, because that shit is early.
But I
What time
do.
is it for you?
That's some good
Yeah.
cope. That's some good cope. That's for sure.
For daylight savings, it was 5. I was like, fuck that.
4
Video game.
fucking months, bud.
Yeah, what if like
shit.
I know there's nothing to joke about and shit like that, but fuck it. Like imagine you woke up and then you didn't remember. You said you didn't remember like a week and a half, right? Prior.
Yeah.
What if you woke up and you're like, oh, I wonder if the Packers are playing. You just turn that shit on because you didn't remember what happened.
Yeah, I still don't know what happened in that game.
Yeah, you might want to become a Giants fan. That's all I'm saying.
What? So I can
He's in Florida, bro. It's
I
Texas
can win
level
0
one.
playoff games in like 10 years.
You got to bring that shit up. All right.
How you liking Florida, by the way?
So I grew up here. This is where I went to like high school.
Are you in
And-
Central, South Florida?
South Florida. I'm in Tampa.
Yo, what's up? That's where I'm at right now too, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
It's awesome, dude.
It's the best. It's the best. I lived in
Yeah,
North
it's-
Florida.
it's been
Tampa is
great.
the best by far, man.
Yeah.
That is the area where the guy robbed the Wendy's with a baby alligator, I think.
Wait, what? Did he use him as a weapon?
You never heard this story?
No.
This guy robbed a fucking Wendy's with a baby alligator. Like he was, I guess he was like drunk or high or something. But he took the time to find a baby alligator on the side of the road. Then he rolled up to a Wendy's drive-thru, like, "Hey, run your register. I'm gonna throw this baby alligator through the window."
It's so
They gave him the money. They caught him like 5 miles down the road, and like he got charged with animal endangerment too.
Like at that
that's
point, like
hilarious.
just sell the alligator. Like you probably get more money for that.
Or just be like, "Hey, little man, you're free. You're free."
By the way, Flaccid, can I ask how are things going with the tumor now? Like, did they get rid of it?
Yeah. So after all that story and they like resected my tumor and stuff, they said there's always a chance it'll come back. So we did chemo, we did radiation. Radiation sucks, by the way. But then it did come back, and like that was a really emotional day for me when they're like, "Oh, your cancer's back. We're gonna have to get you on more treatments and give you a surgery to cut out the tumor again." So then basically I was having all the same symptoms again, where my right side was feeling really weak. I couldn't walk anymore again, which really sucked. But since then I've had another surgery on my head, and it wasn't as bad as the first time. I was only in the hospital for like 3 or 4 days, maybe.
Wait, and this all happened in the span of like how long? Like a year, 2 years?
Yeah, a year.
Yeah,
a
that's
year,
hard.
maybe a couple months.
That's tough. That's super tough.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
brain injuries are
sorry,
the
go
thing that scares me the most. That's all.
Me too, man. Me too.
The damage can be permanent, bro. There's nothing you
Yeah.
can do. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Did it change you at all? Like, do you remember yourself before and now? Like, because sometimes like a brain injury can, it can bring down like your testosterone levels, or it can, maybe it fucks up your memory, for example. Do you feel any differences or not?
Yeah,
at all?
my wife has told me a bunch of differences that she's noticed. Like I'm just more like not subdued. Well, I guess subdued is a good
Humble.
word. Yeah, I'm not as like boisterous as I used to be. Like
That's a big
I'm
word.
not
What
the
is it? What
kid
does that
crawling
mean?
around on the floor anymore. I'm Well, I think it also comes with maturity, right?
Yeah,
but,
I was gonna say age, man. It's been a couple, it's been a while,
Yeah, and then one thing that I've noticed the most is like I'm a lot more like empathetic towards people now. Like I can empathize with their struggles because I've been through like a big struggle myself. And then one thing that really sucks about it is like scary movies before a deadpan like the whole time. Like I would never get scared or like jump or anything. But now like my wife comes and says hi to me and I don't notice she's there, I'm jumping every time, dude. Like
what?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like
I mean,
I never thought that would be a thing, but
you basically lived through a scary movie, you know what I'm saying? Like
right.
Maybe it was also pressing on that so that when you weren't getting scared, when you were probably supposed to get scared.
Yeah, there you go.
So the tumor was helping out at first, but then it's like, nah, fuck this guy.
But then it turned into an asshole.
Yeah.
It's like Venom. But
I mean, the technology, medical technology treatments, they get better every day. So I mean,
right.
You're in remission, maybe like God forbid it comes back 3 or 4 years from now. You don't know what they're going to be able to do,
Right. Yeah.
So I have a friend that had chronic cancer that came back a couple times. He got it, we don't know exactly how he got it. We think he got exposed to some chemical shit or whatever. But yeah, I mean, every couple years he would have a little flare up. There would be some new treatment, so it's a process. But I think you've lived through the worst of it, right?
Yeah, I really hope so. But I think so too. Like it makes sense because this time it wasn't not nearly as bad, and I knew what to expect as well, right? So
plus you get to be you again, enjoying streaming.
Yeah, for sure. I kind of overdid it though, because with the drops, like you're getting so many more viewers, and like to the point where my mom called me and she's like, "Listen, you can't be overdoing this. You just had a huge brain injury. Like, you gotta take some breaks." Because I was doing like the longest streams, like I was doing 17-hour streams, which is the longest I've ever streamed for, and this was like literally 2 weeks after my brain surgery.
That might be a little ambitious.
But you seem healthy. Like you seem.
Yeah.
That's super good, bro. I was gonna ask you.
Video.
I was gonna ask you. I specifically went for the arch videos. But,
thanks for that.
I was gonna ask you. We touched on the Jimbenator stuff before. I know Flacco doesn't really know what happened. I barely know what happened. I just remember when I looked at the Twitch page back in the day, I would see him up there. He probably heard of me, and I've heard of him and stuff like that. I know he was in your crew with like Nomad Pancho, you, and stuff like that. And I know you guys were close. Did the cancer and stuff give you a different perspective of your friend passing away?
Yeah, I'd say so. It definitely hit a lot harder because it's like, I know Jimbenator was like a really good dude and he just died, and he was too young, man, to die, right? Like, especially like such a good person, in my opinion. And
how
it
did
just
he
made
die?
me feel like this cancer, like, especially now that I have a son too, like I don't want to die because of my son. Like I don't really care if I die, like me, but of course, my family is gonna care and they're gonna be upset, right? So
how did Jimbenator die?
I think it's kind of a family thing. They don't really want us to.
Yeah. I don't really want to talk about that.
I chose to focus on his life. Man, we had some great times where he would, in his chat, he would be like, Jason, you do ZBZ stuff. And I was just like, I don't know, Jim, not that well. And he was like, why don't you bring my chat? We'll all go flag up one city as a faction. Then we'll all go to another city and we'll just fight there. I was like, all right, but this is going to end poorly. But yeah, we would do that. People loved it. Jim would be laughing the whole time.
Yeah, his laugh is amazing.
Oh man, he would. One time we all flagged factions and we brought nothing but glaives, and people were furious. They would just get flung 8 times and then die. It was the funniest shit ever, man. We took over the underway with just glaives. Jim's just belly laughter was like nothing else, man.
Yeah.
You think? I mean, like, this guy's definitely gonna piss himself. He's laughing so much.
I need to hear this guy's laugh, bro. I never heard it before.
That's great.
The Glaive gang
Never
was
heard it
fucking
before.
hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of laughing. You can either go to my video, well, I think it already played on your stream, the tribute to Jimbenator.
Yeah, does he
Me
have?
and we're just one-shotting people with black hands, which is really funny back in the day when
That
black
was
hands
pretty funny.
existed.
Is there any comms of him on it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
We got to find the role playing of the cabbage merchant.
Yeah, the cabbage salesman. That's what I was gonna bring up.
Fucking
Yeah,
hilarious.
the cabbage salesman. That's the first video I saw of him, and I was like, this dude's fucking.
Get back
This is
here, boy.
a
We ain't
special
done with
Albion YouTuber. This guy is
That's
gonna
no food.
be like change the game, you know.
Man.
Oh my god. Holy fuck.
Alright,
I
so-
gotta find the one. Oh, I can find the one where he comes out of it corrupted, and there's like some dude getting ganked, and he's like, "Oh no, I'm witnessing a murder." Yo, man.
Oh, is that his laugh right there? I'll play it right now.
That was it. We did the combo. We can do shit.
Oh, we can't hear it.
Yeah, when we were doing that, he could barely talk because he was laughing.
Oh,
so much.
Yeah. I'll find. I'm still in his Discord. I'll find the link.
Oh, there's.
Yeah, you guys are goofy as hell together. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I really like the tribute video.
Yeah, that shit's tough. When you know somebody, even like even if it's a video game and you know somebody to a video game, like some of your best friends you can find, or you find
Yeah, for
here.
sure. Like almost, I would say like half of my really good friends are just from video games. Like people I talk to, you know, every day or every other day or something.
We live in a world that's not awkward anymore, though, right?
Right.
Because we all embraced hobbies at this point, so it's not like uncommon to find people who form lifelong friendships like that over video games anymore.
That's the cool part of Albion, that's for sure. But yeah, is there any routine now, Flaccid, that makes you like feel more up, you know, because probably like you had a lot of fatigue after all that stuff, and then now that you're recovering and stuff like that, is there anything that, let's say you're having a bad day, you eat a certain food makes you happy, you know what I mean, like something like that, something that will change your whole day, like is streaming the thing that makes you happy when you're feeling down? Is it
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think streaming has really elevated my mood. I've been able to get off my antidepressant meds because I've just been streaming now, so like I don't feel depressed anymore. Because like I said, my biggest part of my depression was because I couldn't do the things I loved. So now that I'm back to it and like everyone's been so welcoming, it just really makes me feel good and
Yeah, bro. I
feel
hear
like
you.
life's worth living again, you know?
I mean, it's hobbies are everything. Like that's what I realized. You know, you focus on the positive. You pick something that makes you happy. Like, I've talked about it a little bit in our Discord and whatnot. I went through kind of a dark time. This game helped a lot. You know, in a lot of ways. It's not just a distraction. It's actually like, you know, a community where I can decide if I want to be a part of it or not. You know.
Yeah.
You know, it's something that, okay, today I'm going to turn on the computer, or today it's like, no, fuck the world. I'm going to watch Law and Order all day. You know what I mean? You know, yeah, you get the truth.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think streaming is just so flexible. It's like so perfectly for my lifestyle, especially nowadays. Like I don't have a schedule. My wife keeps wanting me to make a schedule, but I'm like, I'll make it tomorrow, you know, like every time.
Yeah.
Like, cause like I'm just chilling. I'm trying to just enjoy it, you know, while it's here. Cause I don't know if tomorrow I'll have another stroke and I won't be able to do it again, right? So I'm just trying to enjoy what I have right now.
You like the outdoors? You like fishing and stuff like that?
I'm not a really big outdoors guy. Even though like living in Florida, like there's so many outdoors stuff to do. Yeah. But I just never really got into it. No. I mean, I've been fishing, you know, but I've never been like, yeah, let's go fishing today. It's always like someone inviting me along.
How old is your kid?
A year and a half.
Dude, my kid is a year and a half too, bro. We're gonna have to go fishing, bro.
Bring the kids.
Yeah, man.
A flag was hella fun, bro. If you ever just want to have a fun day, just go hang out with Flacco. This motherfucker's hella fun.
I got a pool, barbecue, shit.
Hell yeah. Now you're speaking my language.
Oh man. Listen, I saw you. I went to your YouTube channel before, right? And I saw some of your content. I saw you do an Albion Jeopardy.
Yeah.
When are you doing another Albion Jeopardy, bro?
So I would love to do another one. That was probably my favorite stream of all time that I've done. It was so much fun. I had Jimbo, I had Humperdinck, I had Nomad,
yeah,
I had Blue Dawn. Like I had some of my best friends in there, and we were just laughing and joking the whole time. But on YouTube, it didn't do like very well at all. It's only got like 10K views, which
10K is a lot. 10K is a lot. How much do you usually get? Like, let's say you do a tutorial video, I guess you get a lot more.
Tutorial. Right? So my best video is 600K.
Damn.
And that was a tutorial of like how to make money when you're just starting out. That's what people really want. Like, if you're an aspiring YouTuber for Albion, just make like money making guides. Then you won't get a lot of subscribers, but you'll get a lot of views. So it depends on what you're like going for. If you're just going for channel growth, make like PvP build videos, because I think those get you a lot more subscribers, at least in my experience. But if you want a lot of views, then make guides. So or do both, you know.
Quick question. How far in the Jeopardy contest in last place did Humperdinck come in?
I don't want to spoil it, but Humperdinck did not do very well.
Bro, I saw that. Was he the one? Because I like sometimes I don't recognize those voices. Was he the one that he took the question SBI for 500 or something, and then you were like, you asked him, what does SBI stand for? And the motherfucker said Sandbox Entertainment. I started dying, bro.
Yeah, it was either him or Blue Dawn. They were on a team. Him and Blue Dawn were on a team.
Oh my god, bro.
So I can't remember which one it was.
Bro, that shit cracked me up. No, dude, Jason, it was professional. You gotta watch this shit. He had a suit on. He was hosting it and everything with the mustache. He looked fresh.
Alright, I'll do it.
And there was good questions and stuff. Bro, I was watching it.
Yeah, and you can...
I'm still laughing.
So the vision I had for this video was like, you can also watch it and not only be entertained by the guest I had, but also like test your own Albion knowledge, right? Like that's the reason why people watch real Jeopardy, is because they want to test their knowledge and see if they're as smart as they think they are, right? Yeah. So if you want to test your Albion knowledge, you can use that video. Some of it's outdated, but I'd say only like 5% is outdated, because obviously there's updates and stuff. But for the most part,
I found a video of Jim shot calling in faction.
Let's see.
So I'm gonna post it in general chat.
All right, I'll definitely watch that
to see who Jimbenator was. He was a very skilled 1vx player, very skilled corrupted player. Didn't really do ZVZs. One day he wanted to. I died because I lost connection. And Jim was hilarious.
Should I play it on stream real quick as tribute or no? Is it like a clip or is it?
Yeah, it's a clip. Yeah, you can.
Okay,
I mean, it's. I don't know if we can get sound.
If you play it, I'll watch it too.
Can we get sound though for it? Because the sound is what makes it funny.
Yeah. Let me turn on the Discord stream real quick. There you go. Let me know when you guys are watching. I'll start it.
I'm watching. I'm good.
All right, cool.
Spin on the clapper. Frost spin on this one guy. Frost. Demon armors. Demon. Counter engage. We're gonna go back in 3, 2, 1. Go. Pop 9 helmets. Go back on the bridge. Use your ease on the bridge. Use rest pocket to hand. Aggressive Night Armor. Go ahead. Every man for themselves. Enter a dungeon if you can. Retreat.
Enter a dungeon if you can.
The dungeon is gone.
I miss this dude so much.
Everyone panic. Now is the time to panic. Oh dear Lord.
You have one last engage.
One last clap on the bridge.
Oh, is that Jason in the background?
One last clap on the bridge.
Panic. Just screaming, telling people to panic. It's so funny.
Oh shit.
Yep, I'm watching a stream.
That's funny. Man.
Shit, I need to be a shot caller now.
Did pretty well, man.
Yeah, we need to get Flaccid on one of those faction fights, bro. What the hell were we talking about? Fuck, I was gonna ask you a question on our previous topic.
Here, let me ask a question real quick.
Go ahead.
I don't know if this is true or not, but can you confirm or deny that you are indeed Neon's Kravitz' older brother?
Wait, me?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know who that is.
You don't know Neon? Look,
I've heard of him. Is he the guy that
he's the stream. He's the stream.
He had like a bedrock mace.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He looks like Shia LaBeouf.
That's an old school player. I haven't seen him on in forever.
He looks like Shia LaBeouf. You remember him?
Yeah, I know who Shia LaBeouf is, but I don't think I've ever seen Neon. Didn't he get banned or something?
Yeah. Look at his clips right now. Now put a mustache and Neon a little bit older, and he looks exactly like Flaccid.
Really? No, I definitely gotta
ask. I just can't get it out of my head. What made you get that mustache?
I don't know, man. Like, to be honest, I had like a little bit of a mustache, like I told you, in the army, but it wasn't obviously like that. I wish you could have put him like that in the army. That would have been awesome, but
maybe back in World War One if you were an officer.
Yeah, like you just woke up one day, you were like, you know what? And you start rolling your fingers and made it point up, like, oh, I like it, and then you just rolled with it.
Yeah, I mean, I always I wanted something to stand out on stream, right? And I've always liked having a mustache, so I think maybe those two just combined into what it is now.
And I gave you like that persona, like, yo, the guy with the mustache from the stream. Gotcha. Because if I was ever to do that, I'll get roasted the rest of my life on my channel. Bro, they won't let that slide.
Like that. I have a full beard, but I could never grow a mustache like that out the sides. I don't even know how that works. Shit's amazing.
Bro, can you, Flaccid, can you grow a full beard or no?
No, so my beard comes in patchy. So like I tried, like I didn't shave for like 3 months, and like the goatee comes in really thick. It actually comes in with like red hair for some reason. But yeah, sorry, I'm getting ganked right now, so I'm trying to avoid dying.
Is it one of mine?
I didn't see. But he was a shitter, so maybe.
I mean, I feel you though, Flacco,
well,
because
he was Carleone flagged, so.
Oh yeah, Arch doesn't do that. Carleone flag. Too much fair content.
Like I know for me.
No, he's in a guild called Narco Gank.
Wow.
So. Cool
that might be below Arch level. Narco.
He just tried to kill me, and then he said, "Thanks for your content." Man, fuck you. Don't try to kill me and then say thanks for your content.
He wanted to be in your video. He wanted you to actually kill him so then he could be on the video.
Oh, he was trying to give me content. I should have known.
Yeah, dude.
If I wasn't in full gathering gear, then maybe I'd fight him, but...
Oh my god, you're gathering?
Yeah, I mean, it's just something to do while doing the interview, right?
I guess. If you're poor!
Well, I don't want to do PvP because, as you guys see, when I get into PvP, I'm not very talkative.
Oh, you can't. You gotta concentrate.
Yeah.
Gathering is a nice side activity, you know? You don't need to focus
it's definitely
on
not something I do to, like, make money. It's just something, like, I got my minor work boots up so I can escape better whenever I go to Afghanistan.
Oh, I remember what I wanted to...
Purges. they don't know what a purge is, I'm pretty sure.
So funny, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I remember what I wanted to ask you before. Because we were talking about Jeopardy. I was gonna ask you, we need more shit like that where people are thinking outside the box. Yeah. Do you have anything else planned like that? We need some shit like that.
Like I said, I'd love to. It's just it didn't get the engagement that I would like to have, especially like how much work I put into it, right? Like I spent a couple hours making the Photoshop with the set and everything, and then like all the questions I had made myself. But if it got good engagement, I'd love to do it again because, like I said, I had the most fun I had making a video was doing that. Second most was Afghanistan.
You know what we should do? We should have a contest where you have to stay in Battlebreak Grasslands. You can't go into any dungeons. You can have all the escape gear you want. And we have an Arch Chases Flaccid contest where the person that
like
actually, the person
That's
who
a good
actually bags
idea.
you gets like 5-10 mil silver or something.
No, you do like a few streamers, like 5 streamers, and whoever survives.
There you go.
The
it's
most.
It's like the Hunger Games, except
Yeah, it's like a Mr. Beast video.
Lower
It's like the
IQ.
last person touching the card.
Yes,
Versus
exactly.
versus
There you go.
zombies and shit, you know?
Who's your favorite like streamers and YouTubers like outside of Albion?
So I really like this guy called Ludwig. I don't know if you've ever heard of him.
I've seen his name, but I think on YouTube, right? But I don't.
Yeah, he was a big Twitch streamer, and then YouTube offered him a lot of money, so he went over to YouTube.
Okay. What's cool about him?
And he, just like the way he has like a similar brain to me, but it's in like overdrive, where he like always is thinking about content, and like he makes really good content, and he made a game show that was similar to Jeopardy. That called Mogul Money, and they just did like a live show, and like that's just something I aspire to, is like to emulate him, and he's one of the streamers I look up to.
Okay. Anybody else?
I watched this guy on YouTube called Aqua FPS. He like plays Tarkov and just overall has like a really funny personality, which is I think the most important thing. Who else? Let me actually pull up my YouTube so I can see.
And then I got some rapid fire questions for you, my brother. We got some
Alright.
fun questions for you after this. Yo, Untitled BC, thank you so much for that sub, bro. I appreciate you, man.
Untitled's in there. Yo, Untitled.
Is he one of your guys?
Yeah, he was a pretty big. He actually, when I first was starting Albion, I played Warbow, and the reason I played Warbow was because I watched Untitled wreck kids like 1v5 with a Warbow, and like how the fuck you do that, you know?
Yo, he was in
But
the
yeah.
Awful Company, right?
I
Jason-
don't remember the guild.
yeah, he was. Yeah,
He was, right? Yeah. I knew he was familiar. So yeah, shout out to him for listening, bro. He subbed, so appreciate you, man. You ready for some rapid fire? Flaccid?
Yeah, I'm ready.
And then we're about to hit the 2-hour mark, so we'll let you go after this.
Alright.
So let's say you go to the fridge. What do you grab first? Like what food? What food you like?
My favorite food is chicken wings.
Do you like pineapples on pizza or not?
No.
Sweet food or salty food?
Salty.
You like a mustache or a full beard?
Man.
I respect the full beard, but rocking the mustache is like next level, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, because it's not really in like style. Like beards are in style, right? You're a stylish guy if you have a beard. But if you rock a mustache, you're a guy that doesn't give a shit, right? About being stylish, because it's definitely not been in style for many years.
I mean, at least you pulled the mustache off good. I'll give you that. Most of these dudes with mustaches look like shit, bro. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
But you got the
people
curl
come
and
into
stuff.
this is part of going back to the like toxicity or that I've seen. Like sometimes people will come in and be like, "Oh, look at this pedo stash guy," and like, bro, what pedo are you hanging out with that they have like a handlebar mustache like this?
I choose not to hang out with any of them.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my god, who's the most handsome streamer / YouTuber on Albion?
Nomad for sure.
Yes, of course.
I don't know. Jack is pretty handsome.
Jack is handsome too.
Oh, Jack
bro.
too. Yeah, Jack without the beard. He said he has a baby face. I haven't seen him without a beard though.
You call it a beard,
yeah.
bro? Come on, man.
What? I mean, it's not like not a beard. Like
Yeah.
what would you call what is
It's like
on his face?
a clock shadow. It's
It's a baby beard. We'll call it a baby beard, but it's a better beard than I can grow. So
Fair.
You can definitely see the baby face, but he's handsome. He's very handsome.
yeah, for sure.
Books or Netflix? What do you prefer?
Netflix.
All right, who would win in the fight? A bear or a gorilla? A grizzly bear or a gorilla?
Oh, that's a tough one. Now you're hitting me with the hard-hitting questions. I'd say gorillas just because they're smarter. But a bear, I mean, they're probably both gonna get really fucked up.
Bro, a grizzly? I mean, a black bear, I get the gorilla, but like, I think a grizzly would fuck up a gorilla.
Yeah. That's the truth.
It's like like I said, it's a really hard question. Like, it could go either way. You know, have you seen Deadliest Warrior? Like that show?
Yeah, of course.
Where they run the simulation like
samurai versus like Spartan and shit? Like stuff like that?
Like the Spartan would win in 70% of the time, but the samurai would win 30%, right? I think I think it's one of those situations where depending on like if they get a good hit and like say the bear claws the jugular of the gorilla, right? Like the gorilla's done. But that's only going to happen in 20% of fights.
I mean, I got a couple bottles of tequila and a zoo near my house. Like, we can go fucking figure this out the old-fashioned way. You know what I'm saying? Like, where there's a will, there's a way.
But I used to think this question intrigued me so much, and I used to think that it used to be close too. It would be close, but it actually wouldn't be close at all. Did you know that?
Why is that?
Because first of all, the gorilla, they're very smart, but I think because they never have to kill anybody, right? Because they're not carnivores. They're so I don't think they're trained to fight.
Fair.
So
the
way
silverback gorilla beat your ass, boy.
Oh no, it will definitely beat my ass, bro. But I mean like they use brute force. Their way to fight is brute force. Whereas grizzly bears, first of all, they're like professional wrestlers. Did you ever see two grizzly bears fight?
That's a good
It's only
point.
two grizzly bears fight. They maul and bite anything else.
Bro, they're so fucking.
Who's that MMA fighter that when he was a kid he would fight bears?
Yeah,
Khabib?
Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Khabib. Yeah.
Yeah, like
That's
bears
what
wrestling.
Conor McGregor was.
Nurmagomedov. I can't even say his last name.
When Conor McGregor was talking all that shit to him, I was like, bro, that's so not a good idea. This guy's
Yeah, you're about to get ragged.
Bro,
I think the more I think about it, grizzly bear, especially like the points you brought up, grizzly bear would like win 95% of the time. I still think there's that 1% where the gorilla just hits him with a right hook and knocks the bear out.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I think that's the majority, bro. It's not going to take much for that bear, for that gorilla to kill that bear. I feel like.
I don't think that's
true. If he gets him by the throat or he gets him by the groin, because gorillas, they fight dirty, man.
They'll grab your...
Yeah, they grab your dick and
You're saying this gorilla is ripping off a bear dick.
I don't know. And if it does, that bear is not going to win that fight. That's all I'm saying.
I don't think the grizzly bear is going to win, in my opinion.
I mean,
yeah, exactly, because like, grizzly bears historically, if you show intimidation to them, even as a human, some of them will run.
Yeah, but I think we're talking about like if they can't run.
Starts beating its chest and its face, the bear is gonna double take. I'm like, all right, you know what? I might,
He's gonna be like, look at my claws, bro. You're about to get fucked up.
Nah, man, I'm telling you, like it depends on the gorilla and the type of bear, right? Because I'm talking about a silverback, right? These monsters.
It has to be a silverback.
These strength specimen.
Dude, they're so sexy, bro.
Bro, they break shit. They will accidentally break shit they grab, and you're telling me that they're not gonna smash a bear?
A black bear.
Wait, do you know how big a grizzly? Wait, do you know how big a grizzly bear is, Seed?
You know how big a silverback is?
No, it's still smaller. It's smaller. Do research. Let's do research, Jason. Give me some numbers.
Yeah, I'm all in on the.
The average weight of a grizzly bear. Let's have a look here.
More pounds than
Yo, there's a whole website dedicated to this shit.
Yo, shout out to On the Tanks. Right, he said he copy pasted it. On average, silverback gorillas are about 2 feet shorter than grizzly bears when they both stand up, and they weigh. And they weigh up to 500 pounds, which is about half the weight of the grizzly bears.
They're almost as tall as a grizzly bear when they stand up. What the fuck, man? I did not know that.
The grizzly bear has a whole 1.5 to 2 feet over it, though. But no, the weight isn't doubled. It's only by 200, I think. It's not as.
No, it depends on full-grown average and male or female. But yeah, a full-grown male is almost twice the weight of a.
Yeah, a gorilla can't win that. I know it's disappointing.
Fucking gathering. I'm sorry to interrupt this.
Go ahead, bro.
Just fucking naked on a terror bird just walked by me, and I just jumped on him and killed him instantly because I have a bloodletter. I don't know what the fuck this guy was thinking. I clipped it though, so we can. It might be in a video.
That's a rough day for that man.
Did you tell him to see you on YouTube, bro? Did you tell him to see you on YouTube
or something?
Bro, ask him.
Terrorbirds aren't worth anything anymore, though. They used to be worth so much.
Bro, did you know terrorbirds were real birds back in the day?
Really?
Yeah.
So who would win in a fight then? A gorilla or a terrorbird?
Gorilla, bro.
Listen, the first thing I put who will win, and the first thing, as soon as I put who will win, that comes up is grizzly bear versus silverback gorilla.
Bro, it's hot. It's hot debate, bro. Nah,
it's like there's definitely no way a gorilla can beat a grizzly bear, you know?
When it
comes to actual fighting, the grizzly bear is faster and stronger and has outweigh potential.
Yo, have you ever seen a bear run before?
They're fast.
Have you seen a bear charge it? Oh my god, that shit's scary as fuck. It's like, yo, they should not be able to move that fast, period.
You've seen those those bicycle riders, and they take the video and they're getting chased and shit?
Oh yeah.
Shit is photoshopped. I saw that video. That shit ain't that. Come on, man. That guy made that. They are twice their weight. Look, the average gorilla is about 300 pounds. The average grizzly is 600. Let me ask you a grizzly, a female grizzly with cubs around versus a gorilla. That's not even going to be fair.
The females are a lot smaller than the males, though. The males are usually 200 pounds bigger than the females.
My money's on the mama grizzly with their cubs. That's the one thing, like in bear, the bears will attack. If you go near their cubs, they won't even hesitate.
Bro, if this bear gets punched by the gorilla, it's going night-night. No matter how big it is, bro.
The gorillas like throw punches though. Like I don't know if that's
they pound. They pound
square up, bro.
They pound jabs into a hook real quick. Right?
Teach that gorilla to box.
They up to down. You know, they hit.
Right, so shoulder rolling and shit, bro.
It's 2 feet taller. You know, you're not getting a good headshot in.
That's just 2 feet taller, bro. Twice your weight. You're literally
the weight.
On massage. You're massaging the bear.
You're not gonna hurt him. You're not gonna hurt him.
There's no way the Grizzlies lose in here.
Yeah.
That shit sucks because gorilla is like my favorite animal, so I was disappointed.
I'm pretty sure gorilla would. It depends. It depends on like the line of attack. If it's charging him, when gorillas, when grizzlies charge
with the bear now. Come on, bro.
When grizzlies charge, he's not stand up and charge at you. So
the copium is so hard right now. See,
they have to be on all fours to fight you, bro. It's not gonna. The bear doesn't stand up versus other animals to fight.
Doesn't matter.
He does make a solid point there. Yeah, that is a solid point.
That overhand double whammy from the top and put that in, bro.
I got a new question. I got another question. A lion or a gorilla?
Oh,
I'd say the gorilla.
That one's closer.
This one's closer, I think.
But I think just the tiger with the huge fangs it has. Well, I guess grizzlies have fangs too. Or not grizzlies. I mean,
lions.
Gorillas. Gorillas also have fangs.
Oh yeah. Right.
But I don't know, man. That one's a bit closer for sure. But I still think the gorilla takes the L.
What about a tiger? What about a tiger versus a lion?
Tiger, hands down, not even close.
Yeah, I think tigers are like way bigger.
Like they rip the fuck out of fight a lion. The lion's just the king that sits on the throne, you know. The tiger's the one you send out to go hit somebody.
What about this? A tiger versus a polar bear?
That's a good one.
Fucking bear in the world.
Polar bear.
I think polar bear too.
For a gorilla, which could potentially knock it out, that doesn't have to bite and scratch to do damage, then that argument goes twice as much for that matchup.
Star Wars or Lord of the Rings, Flaccid?
Star Wars for sure.
100%.
Give me your favorite Disney movie and favorite Disney character.
Favorite Disney movie? That's a good question. I'm thinking maybe like. Let me look up Disney movies because I get them.
All Star Wars are Disney movies.
Yeah, all Star Wars are Disney movies.
Well, only the new Star Wars, right?
And they suck.
No, they own everything. They
suck.
Now, Rogue One was good. Rogue One was pretty good.
Rogue One was probably the best Star Wars movie.
Yeah, I liked Rogue One a lot, man. Also, the series, like The Mandalorian, was awesome.
That was cool.
Mandalorian was good. My wife said she doesn't really like the Obi-Wan series. Like
It's trash.
She doesn't have
Most people don't. Most people don't like it.
Yeah,
Bro, it's terrible. It's terrible.
Man,
He didn't need to know what he did in between stuff. I'm just saying, like, I mean,
Yeah, that's part of like the mystique, right? Same thing with like the Han Solo movie. Like he's like, oh, I did the Kessel Run in under, like, right? But then they like show that, and now you lose the mystique and the imagination of like how someone could do amazing feats, right? Like how could Luke grow up? And now you're missing. Now they're showing you how to do it, how it is. So you're imagination.
Popular safe option, and they had so many other options they could have talked about. Especially back like before the beginning of the movie series or whatever, like, all that lore, all the cool.
Yeah, do some shit like Darth Maul or some shit, you know?
I mean,
Darth Maul shit.
They're going to probably.
They did all that Darth Maul shit already in like multiple different iterations of it.
All I'm saying, man, I thought it was cool to see like the Sith Inquisitors, like because they always allude to, you know, the time where the Jedi were hunted, the Empire took over.
Yeah.
But to see the Sith like taking power, like numbers of them hunting the Jedi, I thought that was a cool story.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, I think so too. Especially, I never watched the like animated series because I think the Inquisitors are pretty big in like.
Yep, they are.
Star Wars.
Yeah, they are.
So I never watched that. So getting to see like the Inquisitors was really cool.
Also, the Vader Obi-Wan fight at the end of the last show was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
If you made it there, if you made it to the last episode.
I couldn't make it, but I'm gonna watch that scene though.
Yeah, it's cool.
I'm trying to figure out.
They could have even like went earlier than that, like
Disney movies.
Vegas and whatnot, like, and just did something totally badass, like the beginning of the Sith. And I don't know. I feel like there's just so much they could still do. That Obi-Wan was a waste of time.
Aladdin was pretty cool.
I think
that would be probably one of my favorite Disney movies.
I would say most people's favorite is Lion
that or
King.
the Lion King, yeah.
Yeah, most people's favorite
Lion
is the
King.
Lion King.
Yeah, that's a good one. I was thinking, so I would looked up if Small Soldiers. Do you guys know that movie?
Oh, I remember that shit,
is this
bro.
one a Disney movie? I don't think it is though. But that
No,
was like
I don't
one of
think
my
that's a
favorite
Disney
movies
one.
growing up.
Wait, wasn't Toy Story? No, Toy Story was
Bro.
Pixar. It was Pixar.
Bro,
Shit.
Small Soldiers, dude. I had the action figures and shit. That shit was so fun.
You bought the action figure? I was too
Hell
scared to get the
yeah.
action figures. I was like, these motherfuckers gonna come to life.
Oh my god, that shit was so cool.
I can totally see why people would not want to buy those.
Yeah. So I'm looking up this list. There's a lot of really good ones. Like Hercules is another really good one.
Yeah.
I feel like Toy Story is just too obvious, right?
Tarzan,
That's
bro.
Pixar, yeah.
One of the most recent ones
Fuck
that
with
I've
Tarzan.
watched that I really liked is Coco, because my wife's Mexican, so like it really spoke to her a lot, and I could see it that it was like a really good movie.
Dude, what about Lilo and Stitch, man?
Oh,
This is
Lilo and Stitch,
Lilo.
yeah.
This is-
Lilo.
Lilo and Stitch, whatever it was, man. That shit was good.
No, Lilo and Stitch, yeah, for sure.
You need to watch that shit.
You know, the little blue guy is my spirit animal. When he first falls down, the truck runs him over. He pulls out like the 4 blasters. He's like, eh.
Yo, I
That
like
shit
that
was
shit
good.
with the FBI agent and the fucking the fat alien. Yo, that shit was good.
Ohana means family.
Family means no one get left behind.
Yo,
Ohana.
Flaccid, yo, these responses are supposed to come out faster, bro.
Oh, my bad. I know they're a lightning round, but I'm just dumb. Look, I have brain cancer, okay? You gotta give me a break.
You're right, bro.
Fair play, well,
Bro, that's a good card to keep in your back pocket.
Yeah,
dude. You can use that shit for everything, huh?
I feel like nobody can say shit to you after you say that, you know?
Nope.
yeah.
You want to skip that one? You want to give us an answer, bro?
Oh, yeah, definitely. What was the one I said?
You said
Toy
small,
Soldier, but that don't count though.
small soldiers.
Toy Soldier doesn't.
Fuck it,
Small
yo.
Soldiers.
Even if it's not Disney, it's Disney now. Fuck it, we'll take that one.
Oh, damn, it was Universal on the tank says.
Give me one thing that you would want to change about yourself.
Well, now like getting scared all the time because before I used to scare my wife, so now she's getting revenge. So one thing is like less like able to be startled, I guess.
Gotcha.
But I don't know, maybe having more patience with people if you want like a real answer.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a
Yeah,
really
I'm
good
a
one.
bit impatient with people, and like I don't really give them the same leeway that I would expect them to give me. So sometimes I can work on that for sure.
What's your favorite horror movie?
I'm not really into horror movies.
Are you into comedies?
So my favorite horror movie is probably like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That shit was scary as fuck as a kid. Or The Ring.
The Ring.
Like where the bitch crawled out the TV.
Oh shit!
Bro, it's like, turn the TV off. Don't ever turn that shit back on.
I mean, I'm not like prejudiced or anything, but if I saw like an Asian woman that was like 5'3" walking down the street, I'd be like, "Oh my god, it's her!" I'd run across the street. That movie scared the shit out of me.
Or The Grudge or some shit like that. Yo, Grudge was cool.
That's the one I was thinking of. The lady with the dark hair like over her head.
Yeah, like crawling
suicide
in a weird way. Yeah, The Grudge for sure. Another one.
She's an Asian lady. She used to troll me about it when we would be drinking. She'd dump her hair over her face. I was like, "Stop it!"
Right.
It was scary as hell.
The Hills of Eyes. I like The Hills of Eyes.
Joke about stuff.
Oh, dude, no. She used to troll me all the time.
What's
that movie scared the crap out of me. Yeah.
What's your favorite comedy movie?
I just recently watched Talladega Nights when I was in the hospital last time. And that one's really funny. Anchorman, another really good one. I just like Will Ferrell. Anything with Will Ferrell, really.
Yeah, he kills me. He fucking kills me, bro.
Did you see The Producers, the new one with Nathan Lane? You know The Producers, right? The Mel Brooks play?
No.
All right. Okay, basically... Will Ferrell's in it. I'll give you a short synopsis. But these two playwrights go bankrupt on Broadway. They figure out they can make more money off a play that fails because they just take a bunch of investors that like way more money than they need. And they're like, oh, the play failed. So they have to figure out the most offensive play that they can think of. So they're looking through all these plays that get submitted, and one of them is this play called Springtime for Hitler. And it's submitted by like Will Ferrell plays the character, like this German guy, and man, like it's an hilarious. Will Ferrell is so funny in it.
Yeah,
but he's
so
priceless.
Yo, send me the name of that. I might watch that.
Yo, I'm watching your old videos, by the way, of you in Red Tree with like 100 arcs zoning into a dungeon after you, and you just straight like deleting them.
Oh yeah, this is when I actually went to Red Tree with a group and not solo.
We used to tell everybody, we'd be like, okay, everybody stack on the dungeon. Don't go in. When you do go in, when we tell you to, don't move. Wait with your bubble. Like 3-4 people would listen.
Yeah. That's what I loved about it. It was so easy.
Last 3 questions for you, my brother. All right. Gladiator or Troy? We ask everybody this. This one we ask everybody.
Oh, they're both so good. And I know I've said that for like everything, but I'm gonna have to go with Gladiator.
Good man.
My boy.
I mean, Russell Crowe just kills it, man.
Yeah. Like over here, in Rome, I live in Italy, right? So in Rome, they had an event at the Colosseum where the orchestra from Gladiator with Hans Zimmer, they performed all the songs from the movie while they have the movie on a big ass projector, or it was like a hologram version. I'm not sure which one it was. And Russell Crowe was there and stuff like that with the whole orchestra. That shit was cool as fuck.
Yeah,
so
that's sick.
I wish I would have gone to that, but that shit was one of the coolest things that I seen on like YouTube. Okay, last 2 questions here. Do you prefer the James Bond series or the Mission Impossible ones?
I'm gonna go with Mission Impossible.
Yes, bro. Don't you think the Tom Cruise took over that James Bond shit, like that genre?
Oh yeah, like the espionage, like spy movies. Yeah.
I'm a James Bond purist, man. I gotta disagree with you.
I mean, I used to love the thing that I loved about James Bond is that this dude, sexy motherfucker, right? Sean Connery, Pierce Brosnan, whatever his name is, like they always have a sexy dude, so skilled, blah blah blah, and they go to all these locations and they do epic shit, But the latest James Bond movies, like the last 5, like since Casino Royale, have been pretty shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, Casino Royale
was
good.
The one with the black guy in it. That's why.
There you go.
I let that one rock. It would have been great.
No, first of all, that would be terrible.
When everyone was like, James Bond can't be black. Like,
that was
what the fuck was that, man? Like, people take the stupidest shit to be like take a stand on.
And
like, let them cast who they want. James Bond isn't like someone that has a race. That's like a title almost.
Yeah, 30 different white guys. It's okay. That's true to the story. But no, you can't make them black. Yeah.
I want to bring it up. I want to add another thing into the whole spy espionage thing and induct Jason Bourne into that conversation.
Yo, but real quick though, someone said the new James Bond was supposed to be Idris Elba.
Yeah, Idris Elba. Yeah, that'd be
okay.
awesome.
That dude, I accept.
I would have wanted to see that one.
I accept.
That would be awesome.
But go ahead, Sid. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying. I think that Jason Bourne is better than James Bond and Mission Impossible guy Ethan Hunt.
Which one's
Matt Damon.
Jason Bourne?
Matt Damon. Yeah, okay.
I know
which one.
bro.
Yeah. No, I know. I needed a reminder, bro.
You know, the embassy scene was awesome where he escapes. That was really cool.
But I disagree. The last like 4 Mission Impossibles were amazing. They were too good. Like 10 out of 10.
Yeah. And some crazy action scenes in them.
American Gangster or Training Day?
Oh, American Gangster.
American Gangster.
Okay. That's one with Denzel, right?
Yes. They're both with Denzel.
He fucking destroys that role. He kills it, man. Like he claps that role's cheeks. It's like so good. Like he was perfectly cast.
Last
and like the scene where he just kills the guy in broad daylight, like just right on the street. That's like such a powerful scene because the guy's like talking shit and he's like, man, you won't fucking shoot me, and he just fucking shoots him right in the fucking head.
He walks back into the diner afterwards.
Yeah, and then nothing happened.
Wait, but who was the actor that he shot?
I don't know.
Idris Elba. Idris Elba.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah, I couldn't remember that.
Last question for you, sir, and then we're gonna let you go because I know. We appreciate that you already gave us 2 hours of your time. Last question for you. We ask everybody this too. It's if you could meet 3 people in all of history, it could be today or from 2,000 years ago. Who would you meet?
Well, one's definitely Hitler. No, I'm just kidding. That's a joke. All right, someone clip it. FlaccidBaron canceled.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but that man.
We've gotten Hitler before. We've gotten that.
This one can't be in the lightning round. This is like you got to think about it.
Yeah, you got to think about it. You take your time, bro.
By the way, Syndic did say Hitler, and he's Jewish, so I think you're okay.
Well, I mean, it would be interesting to meet Hitler, just to like ask him about like why he's doing like what time period of Hitler, like before all the mass murder or like after?
Oh, that's up to you, bro. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like he's interesting either way. So it doesn't really...
Was it Warlord Hitler or like hipster art student Hitler? You know,
right? Exactly.
But it's different.
But honestly, like I know I was joking before, but Hitler would be a really interesting person to meet and like talk to.
Yeah, 100%.
I'd love to have a conversation with Hitler myself. Hell yeah.
And we're gonna stick on that type of person and say like Stalin next. For the same reasons. Like it would just be really interesting to talk to them and see like what their mental state was or like their thought process behind all this shit.
That's exactly why I chose Jim Jones as one of mine too.
Jim Jones.
Wow. I think if I met Hitler, I'd be like, hey bro, like have you tried like yoga or like the ice hoff method? Maybe you got some anger issues, man. You got to get out,
Yeah. Like, have you tried just beating off like once a day? Just get that out of you.
Yeah.
And then the last one would probably be like Leonardo da Vinci or something.
That's cool. That's a good one. A big fan. Stormlord said in chat, August Caesar, Joan of Arc, Nikolai Tesla.
Oh, Tesla. Yeah, Tesla's a good one. I agree with that one.
No.
Zorfem said Jesus, Buddha, and Newton. Untitled says Sun Tzu. Now that's an interesting one. Sun Tzu.
Oh, that's a really good one.
Yeah.
All right, minus Stalin, plus Sun Tzu.
That's a good one too. Fuck it.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's pretty much it, bro. Thanks for spending so much time.
Thanks for having
us,
me,
bro. Did you have fun?
For sure.
You have fun?
Yeah. Yep.
Good. We're glad, bro. And shout out to you for you've been through some shit, bro.
Yeah.
You've been through some shit.
It's been
bro.
tough. A couple of months, a year.
Yeah,
it's been
man.
pretty tough.
So we wish you nothing but the best, like for real. Like
thank you, man. I really do appreciate that.
Yeah, you're
especially since I know you're being so genuine, you know.
Yeah, you're definitely a good person. So
thank you.
And like I said, bro, when you're done here, I want you to go hug your wife because she held you down while you was
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, shout out to your wife.
We're about to go watch the Swole Benji interview together. That's what we got planned for the next 5 minutes.
I should probably post that in chat for people. The link.
Yeah, if you could.
Yeah.
And then let me know your thoughts on that one, Flaccid. Let me know if I should have pushed them more on this or if I should ask them more on that. You know, give me some feedback on that.
Yeah, I'll give you some feedback.
Thank you, bro. And what's up? Go ahead.
I wouldn't push Swole Benji too hard. He seems like he's already on edge.
Yeah, for sure. Especially if you see that motherfucker in a trench coat, run away. You know, shit's going down. But that's pretty much it. Shout out Untitled. Thank you, bro. I appreciate your kind words. Oh yeah, boys. We're gonna let Flaccid go, but we're gonna give away premium.
Shit, I'm trying to get some. No, I'm just kidding.
So we're gonna do exclamation mark in the chat, exclamation mark FlaccidBaron. We're gonna do a quick premium giveaway. Let's do a round of applause for Flaccid, and then we're gonna let him go. And thank you for being so open and honest about your shit, bro.
Yeah, for sure, man. I feel like I can trust you. You know, and I don't have to like hide anything or like be weird about stuff around you. You have a very like welcoming vibe.
Thank you, bro. That's sick.
So.
Yo, me too, bro. We'll do some stuff, man. I'm serious.
Yeah. Yo, yeah. We definitely got to get you to Flacco's house at one of his
pool. Sure. No, I'm down.
Yeah, man. Okay. So we're gonna let you go. Thank you again, bro. Thank you so much again.
Yeah, thanks for having me. All right, I'll see you guys.
All right, boss.
Great.